to move over this way a little bit. Everyone move over a little bit this way. Can I ask the ladies to come forward? Okay, guys, you got to move over this way. This way. Yeah. I hope the management doesn't kill me for this. I'm just doing it the way it was when Prabhupada was with us. Guys, just move over, okay? See my arm? Everyone move over this way. Fill up the space. Get happy with each other. You know, fill the space. Mataji's come. All you guys have to move over. Okay. Over. Over more. More. Stand up. Stand up. All of you. Stand up. Move over there. Yeah, the back. That's right. There's lots of room here. I don't mind. Up. From here over. Mataji's come in. Hare Krishna. Come on over. Okay, it's not exactly what I asked for, but Hare Krishna. We are one happy family. We're not Muslims. Ladies can come close, okay? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamnathira Vanachari Yamnathira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Prajajana Ranjana 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗴𝘃𝗁 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗴𝘃𝗁 Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Oh. Put it up there, up there, up, 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 down, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sideways. All around. Reverse. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Oh, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Oh, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. 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 Oh, that's it, come on. Stop. 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗴𝘃𝗁 Vasudevaya. 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗁 Vasudevaya. 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗁 Vasudevaya. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. We are very happy to have with us His Holiness Bhaktimarg Swami Maharaj. So the spiritual world is defined as where every word is a song and every step is a dance. And Maharaj is a personification of that. If you are with Maharaj, then you can experience the ecstasy of the spiritual world right here, which you all did just now.
Can I see what you've got written?
Maharaj.
It's always wrong. It's always wrong. Okay. Just keep it short.
Yes. Not tell all the names of the places.
You don't have to mention all the plays. That's nonsense.
Maharaj appeared in 1952 on October 5th, and he met the devotees in Toronto at the college campus where he was studying fine arts. And just at that meeting, it's like there's a dry grass you put near fire, it catches fire immediately. So immediately on day one only, he met the devotees, invited them to stay at his flat, and gave up all other activities and took to Krishna consciousness seriously. And then, since then, he has been serving. In 1973, he was initiated by Srila Prabhupada. And then he served in ISKCON as a Bhakta leader, Sankirtan leader, especially director of devotional plays, because Maharaj comes from a background, both from a family background and his educational background, where he's a student of fine arts and dramatics and everything. He's been very well known in our society for, creating the dramas, which are so heart-rendering and so absorbing. There's a whole list of dramas, I will not read all of it. In 1984, Maharaj took the vows of sannyas, and he has been an instructor in Bhakti Yoga, Mantra Meditation, Kirtan, interactive dance. Just now you have round, counterclockwise. So he's very widely known for his passion for the performing arts, and he has a very active role in writing and directing morality theatrical productions. And these dramas are very, very effective, During Srila Prabhupada times also, there was the road show buzz, and there were a lot of dramas which were very attractive. So dramas like Jagannath story, Ramayana, not all of them, just a couple of them. And especially this ISKCON classic like The Boatman and The Age of Kali. We all quote it, but Maharaj enacts it. In 1996, when Srila Prabhupada centennial came, and everyone was offering something personal to Srila Prabhupada, so Maharaj took a commitment, took a vow of going around Canada, walking and preaching. So 1996, Maharaj started that with his first walk, which is detailed in the National Film Board of Canada documentary, The Longest Road. And since then, he has walked around Canada for more than four times fully. So he has documented all of it in his book called The Saffron Path, which is based on the walking experiences around many countries and meeting people, sharing Krishna consciousness. He also has another book called Poems, which is in 2 parts. And also, he has a YouTube channel called 𝗕𝗵𝗴 Swami, where Maharaj put a lot of videos which are very, very relevant for us also and for preaching also. Apart from Canada, he's also had his pedestrian pastimes trekking across Ireland, Fiji Island, Mauritius, Trinidad, Guyana, Israel, United States. And since 2000, Maharaj has been serving in the GBC body. And he has been GBC for Canada and Cuba for many years. And he also has 2 GBC assignments known as Constitution, finalizing it, and one day Creative Arts. So Maharaj is a very, very extraordinarily wonderful personality. You don't feel that, that distance, Maharaj is Swami and Prabhupada disciple, but it's so friendly and so approachable, accessible, and delights everyone with his talks, with his kirtans, and with his personal interactions, and of course with his dramas. In Mayapur, devotees wait for Maharaj to come and organize those dramas. And generations have been watching those dramas. Parents are watching, now the kids are watching. Like that. So we're very, very happy that Maharaj has taken out a little time just for 3 days. Maharaj has been here at Pune. And every program gets better and better, higher and higher. Yesterday evening there was a bombastic kirtan in the guest house hall for the youth. Some of you are there. And today we are here for the Sunday program. Today evening there is program at 𝗕𝗵𝗴, and tomorrow morning there is Bhagavatam class at Sri Radha-Kunj temple. So please take advantage of Maharaj's association. Let us very warmly, heartily welcome Maharaj at Sri Radha Vrindavan Mandir by once loudly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Thank you, Prabhu. It was too much. Hare Krishna. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now carry on with our class for today. And I just want to say we're dedicating this class to a Dr. 𝗕𝗵𝗆, who's from the Ujjain area, and he's sitting right next to us. He's went through the yajna upstairs, and he'll get a new name after this class. Is that okay? Right here he is. Okay, today we're looking at Canto 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Chapter 2, Divinity and Divine Service. Text 17. It should be on the board, right? Okay. Are we doing a music video too? Are we doing a music video? Are we doing a music video as well or not? Okay. Shrinvatang Swagata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Redyantasto Yabhadrani Vidunoti Surit Satam. Somebody from the men's side, ladies' side, men's side, ladies' side. Okay. Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Radyantasto Yabhadrani Vidunoti Surat Satam Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Radyantasto Yabhadrani Vidunoti Surat Satam Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Radyantasto Yabhadrani Vidunoti Surit Satam. Thank you very much. Let's hear it for this. Shrinvatam, those who have developed the urge to hear the message of Swakata, his own words. Krishna, the personality of Godhead. Punya, virtues. Shravana, hearing. Kirtana, chanting. Riddhi antaha, yeah, that's right. Within one's heart. He, certainly. Abhadrani, desire to enjoy matter. Vidunoti, cleanses. Surit, benefactor. Satam, of the truthful. Translation. Okay. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma supersoul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So in French we say, répétez s'il vous plaît. So repeat. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Don't look at it. We're going to charade it out. Don't. Okay? Off. Off. Phones out. Okay, we're going to do this together. Ready? I know it's tempting because you love your devices. Messages of the personality of Godhead, Shri, are non-different from him. Whenever therefore offenseless and glorification of God are undertaken, it is to be understood that Lord Krishna is present there in the form of transcendental sound, which is as powerful as the Lord personally. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his Shikshastaka, declares give me a C, 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 L, 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 L. Who said clearly? Thank you. Said clearly that the holy name of the Lord has all the potencies of the Lord, and that he's endowed his innumerable names with the same potency. There is no rigid fixture of time, and any can chant the holy name with attention and reverence at his convenience. The Lord is so kind. Kind. Okay. The Lord is so kind to us that he can be for us personally in the form of transcendental sound. But unfortunately, we have no taste for and glorifying the Lord's name and activities. We have already discussed developing a taste for and the holy sound. It is done through the medium of service to the pure devotee of the Lord. The Lord is reciprocally respondent to his devotees. When he sees that a devotee is completely sincere in getting admittance to the transcendent service of the Lord and has thus become eager to hear about him, the Lord acts from within the devotee in such a way that the devotee may easily go back to him. No, not back to God, back to him. The Lord is more anxious to take us back into his kingdom than we can desire. Most of us do not at all to go to Godhead. Here's the tricky one. Only a very few men and women want to go back to Godhead. But any who desires to go back to Godhead, Sri Krishna helps in all respects. Okay. 2 more paragraphs. One cannot enter into the kingdom of God unless one is perfectly cleared of all sins. What is this? Give me an M, 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 A. Material. God. Okay. The material sins are products of our desires to lord it over material nature. It is very difficult to get rid. Somebody here. Sorry, wrong person. Rid of such desires. Women and wealth are very difficult problems for the devotee making progress on the path to Godhead. Many stalwarts in the devotional line. Who said line? Devotional line. Okay. Many stalwarts in the devotional line fell victim to these allurements and thus retreated from the path of liberation. Liberation, yes. Got too many flowers here. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're getting there. From the path of, but one who is helped by the Lord himself, the whole process becomes as easy as anything by the divine grace of the Lord. To become restless in the contact of women and is not an astonishment. Do you want to sit down? Okay. Because every living being is associated with such things from remote time, practically immemorial. And it takes time to recover from this foreign nature. I'm sore on this side. But if one is engaged in the glories of the Lord, gradually, this is for everybody, gradually he realizes his real position by the grace of no 3 letters. God, you guys. By the grace of God, such a devotee gets sufficient strength to defend himself from the state of disturbances. And gradually, all disturbing elements are eliminated from his mind. Thank you very much. So I understand that on Sundays, this is Sunday, right? Sunday is fun day. And we are talking about the glories of the Lord. So this is one of the very principal shlokas from the Bhagavatam, and particularly in the first canto, of expressing the glories and the power of transcendental sound. Shabda Brahman means spiritual sound, okay? There's a lot of sounds out there when you hear the engines, and it may, let's say it may emit, like, send a message of progress. You know, the cranes are in the air, or building skyscrapers, or high-rise, low-conscious buildings. And progress is in the air, you know. And of course, in India, there's nothing like the sound of meep, 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 and then Tata trucks. You know, like, I mean, it's just, yeah, and I mean, I laugh. You're not laughing, but it's normal for you. But, boy, you know, there's lots of sounds out there, and they may be rather rajasic, or they may be rather tamasic, you know. But what we have to do is to complement it, those sounds, is to present the sound vibration that calms the nerves and calms the mind, particularly through chanting mantras. So we can say that the mantras are of a transcendent nature. Vishuddha Sattva, it's not necessarily one of the 3 energies, but it is, it's beyond. Definitely the sound is beyond. And if the applicant, the person who's chanting, comes from a good place, meaning from a good heart, it has incredible effect. So I think everybody here in this room, like everyone chants Hare Krishna. How many people chant Hare Krishna? How many people don't chant Hare Krishna? Okay, that's very good. Let's hear it. Pat yourselves on the back. Okay, back. Okay, so a little massage, self-massage. Then that simply means that we are exposing ourselves. But when we chant Krishna's name, there may be some encumbrances there may be some tendency to make offenses, and that we're not very attentive, isn't it? That's very true. How many people are not very attentive when they're chanting their japa? How many people are super not attentive when chanting their japa? Okay, you've got two arms up. How many are super duper inattentive? Put your leg up there. Okay, we're all this is a moment of honesty, right? So that's what we're talking about. So it is very difficult to get it right. It's very difficult to have that focus element because we're living in an age of distraction, mass distractions. When I was on my third walk across Canada, I met a priest from the Catholic Church. He allowed me and my support person to stay in the rectory where he lives. He had two little dogs. They looked, and they were cute, of course. And we broke bread together, like nice Christians do, like Jesus. And we broke bread together. It was very good bread. Yeah, it was very excellent. So I remember him saying, it's the first time I heard this we're talking about almost 3 decades ago. People are using the weapons of mass distraction. We're getting very easily disturbed by all distractions that are there. And all we just really want to do is think of Krishna. But there's all these engines going on. There's a lot of machinery out there. And it may be a necessary evil, but it is distracting. There's other things that are more distracting on the subtle plane. You've all experienced it before. There are subtle elements there. We think about our past, we think about our present, we think about our future, but a lot in the past. Isn't it true? We live in the past, and it's not always a good place to be in, honestly. Oh, he did this to me, and it was 10 years ago, but I can't let it go. You have those kind of mentality, living in the past, but it doesn't help to brood on it, to stay there. Also, it's not always such a good idea to spend too much time in the future. Yes, we need to plan. It's good to plan, but don't be too much in the future that you forget about the present, right? So don't let the futuristic mind get the better of you. What really is important is the here and the now, what I'm doing right now, okay? So I'll give you an example. The first time I walked across Canada, I was coming near the end, came to a city called Halifax. Maybe some of you have heard of it before. It's a famous place. The first big explosion ever in the history of the world happened there when in the harbor, there was a Belgian and a French, two ships, they collided. One of them had dynamite in it. It was in a fog. It flattened the city. So anyways, it's near the end. It's on the east coast of Canada. And somebody from the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, came to do a story on, my walk. And that's always a big win. Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, woo, if you get that. So she came with a microphone. Actually, she had a tape recorder. Does anybody remember those things? Tape recorders, yeah? They belong in the museum now. And she just asked all the right questions. Okay, so you're doing this walk across Canada. When did you start? And I explained, I started on April the 12th, and that was 1996. And I said, and why are you walking? And I said, I'm walking for the spiritual healing of the nation. Okay, she liked that. That's a good term. What do you think? Sounds good? Spiritual healing of the nation. Because the nation, like all nations, we're troubled, we're Kali Yuga, everyone's having trouble, relationship problems, people having overdoses, relationship problems, husband and wife fighting with each other. There was one devotee that last time I went to Hawaii, and he's kind of a joker, and he told me, he said, one person asked me if I ever seen flying saucers. And I said, yeah, I've been married for 30 years. Do you get it? Flying saucers? No. Okay, it has to take time to soak in. Ask your friend what that means. All right. Okay, so a lot of disturbances in the world, so that was my line. I'm walking to promote a spiritual healing for the nation. Okay, so she asked a whole bunch of other questions. How many kilometers do you do a day? And my answer was 42 kilometers a day. How many pairs of shoes have you worn now that you're at the end of your walk? I said, I'm on my 4th pair. Okay, so all the questions were asked. She was happy, satisfied. Okay, now that you're almost finished the walk, you're almost over, you just have Newfoundland. What was the greatest thing that happened on the walk? And when she asked me this, I didn't know what to say. I kind of went blank, stage fright, whatever you want to call it. I didn't know what to say. Should I tell her about the bear, that grizzly that was stalking me? Should I talk about when I was in the forest and I had to deal with the call of nature and 7 hornets stuck in my backside? Ouch. What should I say? So I wasn't quite sure. My mind was reeling. I was feeling like Arjuna in chapter 1, Bhagavad Gita. Mind is reeling. Chapter 2, first beginning, and then it dawned on me. I knew what to say. Okay, I know the greatest thing that happened on this walk. You're standing there, you're standing in front of me, you're asking me this question, and I'm trying to figure out the answer. That's the greatest thing that happened on this walk. I said, oh, I understand what you're saying. Living for the moment, being in the present. So it's important to be in the present. It's important to try to focus on your mantras. It's important to be nice in your relationships with others. One thing about when I come to India, everyone's very nice to the guys with this color. And especially if maybe you got this, it's not white, I'm not white, it's beige, I think, it's beige. Then special, special treat. But I see that we're not always kind to everybody. Like say a celebrity comes here. Who's everyone's favorite celebrity? Sports figure. Let's go to sports figure. Is there one person that really? Who? 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝗃. Did I say it right? If he was to come into the room, can I touch your feet? You don't know much about his personal life, but he's just a popular guy, So you get all this reverences. We make so many preferences. We got this whole caste system going on, whether we like it or not. It's a subtle caste system that we have built into ourselves, and it goes on all over the world. It's not just here, If Brad Pitt walks into the room, then especially the Mataji's, right? And but if I could say clear, he's not a very good father. He switches Mataji's around and around. The people we look to, the people we adore, that we revere, we have to think about what is their portfolio, really. We don't look at that. Just somebody who's on the screen who's big and who looks good and can throw all kinds of emotions out there. That seems to be the criterion for who we should adore and who we should, implore. Please come into my life. Okay, so it is Krishna. It is Krishna to whom we must give our adoration. It is unto Krishna that we give our reverences, our respects. And just like we were talking yesterday at the other in Vishal Nagar place, one gentleman, he came to me more recently, he said, why always Rama? Why not, he says, why is it always Krishna? Why not Rama? And he could have said Shiva, could have said a number of umpteen different gods, And I said, well, we are okay with Rama. He's part of the family. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. You know what people say about the HareKrishna movement. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. So isn't it? Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. In Canada, you know, like in Toronto, where we have a big Rath Yatra, you go anywhere in the area, and there's a lot of immigrants from India. They're settled down. They got their PR. It used to be known as public relations. Now it's called permanent residency, PR. You got your PR, like, ooh, you've made it. So, anyways, I was just saying to him that Ram is fine. We love Ram. We say his name all the time. We say Hare, which means Radha. We have respect for Shiva. We love Hanuman. All those, but tell me one thing. What is the main book that we follow? That's our guideline. The main book of Dharma, the main book of truth. And he said, Gita. Who spoke the Gita? Krishna? Yes, Krishna did. Rama didn't. You know, so when someone's down, when someone's depressed or semi-depressed, and we all get a little depressed sometimes. How many people get semi-depressed? Put up your hands. How many people are never depressed? Put up your hands. What an honest bunch of people. Okay, so it is Arjuna who represents the entire world, really the entire world, all humans, and some humans too. He was not focused on his duty, his responsibility. He was very confused, a confused individual. And Krishna gave him a pep talk, and he pulled up his spirits, you know. And through this dialogue, which is now a text, which is a scripture, part of scripture, part of shastra, part of a weapon, like there's astra, which is a weapon, and shastra, which is another kind of a weapon. So he just quieted down, this guy, you know. And in terms of weapons, everybody loves to see a good fight, you know, with swords and all that, and see how they do it and who wins in the end and who, you know. So, you know, when I was walking across the United States, I was in a state called Ohio, and there's this city called Toledo. And there is an arched bridge that goes over the interstate highway. So on my route, I had to walk over that bridge. And I love walking over bridges, especially if there's a river under it. But this was a river of cars. Not as nice, not as romantic. But so there were two African-American guys on the one side coming towards me, and I was on this side. And we met in the middle. And they were both munching on popcorn, buttered popcorn. It's good, isn't it? Popcorn, pop-sin corn. Okay. And one guy says, hey man, are you a monk? And I said, well, yes, I am. Hey, can you teach me how to fat? And, you know, because, you know, most people think if you're a monk, you know martial arts, right? A lot of people have seen Buddhist monks just throw everyone all over the place, you know, and defeat everyone. So then, well, I told him that I have a lot of friends who do practice martial arts. But in our tradition, we go for more of a gentle approach, you know? We don't have any qualms about fighting to protect ourselves. But I'll tell you this, you know, it's just a message I want to give to you. The best thing, if you have a conflict with someone, use argumentation first. Use reason first. Prabhupada always quoted argumentum ad vaculam. It's a Latin term that means first negotiate, and if that fails, then pull out the stick. So I told him, first use wisdom to help overcome the conflict. And if wisdom fails, then use the weapon, one of the two W's. Wisdom first, if that doesn't work, weapon. So the man, you know, he was listening. Hey man, That's so cool. So, no, we do have our weapons. And our weapon is the Maha Mantra. Okay, anyways, look at your beads. Pull out your beads. Yeah, your mala there. Pull out your beads. Look at your beads. Look at them. Look at them. Do they not look like bullets? A string of bullets that might work for a machine gun. You know, so there's a lot of things there's a lot of sin that we have to confront and deal with. There's a lot of stuff, toxic stuff from the past, you know. And I'll tell you an interesting story about sin. When I was walking in America, I had started from the East Coast and I went to the West. And I was in the state of Utah. It's my favorite place. That's where a lot of Mormon people live. And they're really nice. They really like us. Did you live in the US at one time?
Yes.
I could tell. Okay, so I walked through this town. It's a small city, and they have 2 radio stations there. And on the one day I was interviewed at the radio station. You go inside, it's prearranged by my support guy, and then they ask you, oh, great, thank you. Okay, we have somebody here at the studio today, blah, blah, blah. You know, and he's doing this walk across the US. And the line that I used was, to make America great again. I stole the mantra. Okay, so on that first radio station, the one that I did, they were playing country western music. Does anybody know what country western music is all about? It's not my favorite. That's all I can say. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, they were very nice to me. It was a long interview, and there were some songs in between, you know. So then the next day I went to the other radio station, and the broadcaster there, or anchor person, her name was Jennifer. And I showed her a copy of the Bhagavad Gita. I said, oh, I think I have that book. I said, did you have a chance to read it? No, but now I will. Okay? And then I asked Jennifer at the other radio station, they were playing country western music. What kind of music do you play here? So we play pop music. Pop. Pop in Sanskrit means sin. So then she said, oh, Swami, put on the headphones. We're on the air. Okay, so we have somebody here at the studio today. It's very interesting. He's walking across America. He's known as the walking monk. And I'll try to say his name, Bhakti Marga Swami. How was that, Swami? He said, perfect. Your Sanskrit is great. Okay, and we had a discussion. In the Sanskrit language, they have I was telling the Swami what kind of music we play here, because he asked me, so we play pop music. And then he explained that in Sanskrit, pop means sin. And that's why we have the monk here, to deal with our sins. So the point is, we do all have to deal with our sins, you know? Whether you have a Swami or not, it doesn't matter. Like anybody who is very Krishna conscious is a Swami, or is let's say a qualified devotee. And anybody who's Krishna conscious is, you know our philosophy, whether we're not these bodies, right? Yeah, so I'm not a man, I'm not a woman, I'm Krishna's servant. So even if a woman, don't want to get too political here, if a woman is Krishna conscious and she gives you guidance in Krishna conscious, well, what's the big deal? You know, I mean, so we are all expected to be good teachers to others, right? Somebody made us fortunate, Prabhupada used that term. Someone made me fortunate. Now I must make someone else fortunate. That's my mandate. That's my obligation, is to make someone else Krishna conscious. And that's everyone's responsibility in this room. Whether you have Diksha or not, whatever you know a little bit about Krishna, tell someone else, convey something. Just like when you have a good joke. When you've heard a good joke, you just want to share it with somebody else right away so you won't forget it. One of my favorite jokes is, what did the one cannibal say to the other cannibal who showed up late for dinner? Anybody know? What did the one cannibal say to the other cannibal who showed up late for dinner? Said, everyone's eaten. Eaten. Do you get it? Everyone's eaten. Okay, all right, okay. All right, so it's all about sharing. You got something good, you want to give it to somebody else. So what's really good in our culture, in our Krishna consciousness, is the holy name. It's coming from a good place, and we're chanting the glories of Krishna. That's what's in the name, especially Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, and Krishna's name is there. It's non-different from himself. And when one makes the endeavor, the Lord who's in the heart is Paramatma, recognizes this person is making an effort to come close to me. So I will bless him. Blessings are important. When you're a sannyasi, like if I give, let's say, I give you my saffron clothes, okay? I give my and you parade around in the complex, Everyone will come to you. They'll touch their feet. Oh, Swamiji, what is your name? And Swamiji, can you bless me? Please bless my new baby. People are going for blessings. I mean, it's the best thing you can have in life. Blessings from a sadhu or a holy person, isn't it? That's how we thrive. That's how we flourish. So let us bless. And there's many ways to do that. One is by sharing the holy name. One is by sharing the Leela, the pastimes of Krishna. And it's very, let's say, punya shravana kirtanaha. Yeah, it's virtuous. Punya means virtue. There's lots of virtues out there. Punya. Does anybody have the name Puneet or something like that? Anybody? No? Okay, I thought it was pretty common. Anyways, and what is virtuous? That we must carry. What is toxic? That we must eliminate. Does everyone get it? Or you can convert, okay? Recently we did in Mayapur the drama, The Age of Kali, which Prabhupada loved so much. Half a century before, he saw The Age of Kali performed by the Vaikunta players from New York. And we put it on again with some devotees from South Africa and Spain, and they did a wonderful job. So there's a Bengali playwright who's very famous. He's kind of a drunkard. He had a sort of a lowly life. But the Gaudiya Vaishnavas loved his material. And in this particular story, he presents the, let's say, the cohorts of Kali, the low-class man. And they are a personification of lust and anger and greed and yes, lust. How do you do lust? Lust, lust, anger, greed, madness, envy, and illusion. And then he put it down in his script. It's so brilliant. He said that, okay, lust becomes love for the Lord, right? Or let's say examples like to be greedy. You convert into being eager for getting the Lord's favor. Things like that. So you can convert or destroy. That's all you do. It's kind of like a Muslim thing, isn't it? Okay, so we're up to that. We try to eliminate, we try to dissolve, or we convert. That's what we do. Change the minds. The second approach is a little softer. It's a little softer. We have to just change the minds of people. Change the minds, change the hearts. You know? We all have hearts, and they tend to be very hard, like steel framed. The Bhagavatam explains this, you know. So how do you get to that hard-hearted heart? Well, just apply this chanting with all sincerity, with all, you know, the best you can give, and some effect will take place, you know. So sincerity is a key factor in making spiritual progress, sincerity. That is discussed also in the pages of the Nectar of Devotion. Be sincere in what you are doing. So we're going from being sin to sincere. That's what we're trying to do, right? And that's really where we want to go with our Krishna consciousness, you know. Be sincere, be honest, be genuine, be real about your approach. There's nothing worse than a fake, humble person. Have you ever met those before? Have you ever met fake, humble people? Yeah? You just want to strangle them. So we ask Krishna for us to be genuine in our approach in spiritual life. That's all. We can communicate like that. Chanting and praying. These are two principles out of 9 practices. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗴𝘃. They're all good. Prahlad Maharaj delivered it all to his father. He didn't want to hear any of it. But, you know, sometimes what is meant for one person goes to another. When Prahlad was in the womb, Narada Muni spoke the science of the self. And he was speaking to the mother of Prahlad, but it didn't really sink in with her. Went in one ear and went out the other. But it was Prahlad who absorbed it, right? So you never know who's going to take it up. You never, you know, somebody's going to come through the back door, not the front door when you ring the bell. So, but the message is still the same. Get the word out, get Krishna consciousness out there. There's a need like anything, you know, in Kali Yuga. I mean, it's according to astrologers, this is the weird time on the planet. I don't have to explain to you which political leaders I'm talking about. One in particular. And he's got an interesting hairdo. And his color is something like this. So I didn't say anything, right? Yeah, but I mean, it's really, I mean, we are losing it, you know? And it looks like we have to go through this phase. We have to go through like some dark clouds before we get into a clearing. But to keep it all together, you be very firm with your sadhana and with your sangha and with your shastra. Is that okay? 3 S's. 3 S's. What are they? Right. Shastra means that we pay attention to the philosophical side of things. Okay. Sangha means devotional association, where if you're going to be with devotees, it's better than chanting Hare Krishna. Okay. Now, did I see any jaws drop? You know why getting devotee association is better than just chanting Hare Krishna? Because a devotee will be chanting Hare Krishna. And you'll be encouraged to do that. But if you just leave you alone with the mantra and you walk through the desert, you'll give up on it, right? So, and then of course sadhana is important. And if you don't do sadhana, you will do sodomize. Sodomize, look it up, Mataji, look it up. Sodomize, I don't even want to translate it. It's bad. So anyways, we want to be on the straight, clear path. And so we subjected ourselves to the sound vibration God. Oh my God, isn't it? Okay, Hare Krishna. I should have taken a picture of her face there. Okay, so anyways, this is for everybody, this message. No stone should be left unturned. But I would just like to say thank you very much for listening. Let's take this verse to heart And I'm asking everyone, if you haven't learned this verse yet, if you haven't memorized it, please memorize it. And when I come back next time, you can recite it for me. Is that okay? Is it a deal? Okay, great. How many people have it memorized already? Okay. Well, okay, it's a small percentage. How many people will now memorize it and do some homework? Yes? I see this, what is this? Half the shloka or the whole shloka? Oh, this is for the first line, second line, third line, fourth line. And get the translation down. Okay, you can do it in Hindi, it doesn't matter to me. But just have it ready, okay? All right, so now we're going for any questions or comments. Do we have time, or have I gone overboard here? I've not gone over? Time is there. Okay, we're going for Q&A. I love this. Okay, are we going to jump around? We need Spider-Man to go and just take the microphone around. Okay, there's a Prabhu here. He's very enthusiastic. I can tell. He's got a nice set of teeth, too. Okay. Oh, yes, after the Q&A? Okay, great. Okay, should we do that now, the name? Okay. Hare Krishna. Okay, and then we'll do the questions after, okay? Just be patient, just take it easy. Okay, Prabhu, so Dr. 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝘃, can you tell us what are the 4 regulative principles that you follow until the day you die? Microphone. Mike. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, 𝗕𝗵𝗶𝗆. No intoxication, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex.
Fantastic. And no gossip. I'm just adding that. No gossip.
Okay, Guru Maharaj.
Gossip is good or bad? How bad? Super bad. Okay, and how many rounds will you chant on this Japamala every day?
Minimum 16 rounds.
Thank you very much. So we're going to give you the name Shakshi Gopal Das. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming forward. May Krishna bless you and your family and your little Mukunda, 14 months old. Haribol. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Now we'll go for the questions. Do you have any questions? Okay. Microphone.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavad Pranam. Maharaj, my question is like, during the chanting, Maharaj, I observed that mind wanders so much, and while wandering, it goes away from, like I am chanting only mechanically, but after so much time, I got to know that I am distracting. So how to overcome that? Like
how to get it under control?
Like how to focus on chanting only, because most of the time it's wandering only outside.
Yes, most of the time the mind is wandering. Is that everyone's experience? Yes. Jai, we're all in the same boat. Yahoo! So that's why you don't have to worry so much, because everyone's in the same. You've made observations. See, if you didn't chant, you wouldn't know about the nature of the mind. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. You understand? There's an incredible analysis that wasn't there before. Before you chanted Hare Krishna, you didn't even know the mind was there, right? Now you know there's a mind, and it's a troublemaker. It takes you to dark trails, right? So I think we can praise the Mahamantra for allowing that, opening your eyes to see that. So I would just do a couple of things. The couple of things I might suggest, okay? Before you start chanting your japa, you know, just offer a prayer to Lord Sri Krishna, your presiding deities. Please, my Lord, I'm going to approach you by chanting your names. Please help me to concentrate on this sound vibration. Help me to focus. So that's one thing. He's likely to respond. Another thing you can do probably is just sit with your back, neck, and head erect in a straight line. Or if you're going to go, so like say, some people like to walk, go through a forest, not the streets here, yuck, you know. But, you know, they call it forest bathing. You go for a forest bath. It's so, there's so much good oxygen going on there, so that you can do. If you're going to sit down, do a little pranayama. There's nothing wrong with it. Helps you to breathe, helps you to focus, gets you into position, and sort of clears things up. Is that okay? A little pranayama? It's not a problem, right? You know, I'm not being a 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝗃. You know, I mean, Krishna speaks about these things. So those are the things that will help. And what you want to do is once you recognize that the mind is racing off, just grab it and bring it under the control of the self. You know, just like that little kid that was screaming, running, and the parent has to go and pull him. So the mind is like a little wild child, not a mild child, but a wild child. And also it's like a monkey. So you're careful how you deal with monkeys. You know how they steal. Or it's like a clown, just laughing at you, you know, or making you laugh, you know. So I think that, you know, if you apply some of those things, I think it can help, you know, just be in a good atmosphere. And if you get a little sleepy, stand up, you know, and look in the sky, you know. I'm talking about some practical things that will help bring about attentiveness, okay? And, you know, Arjuna had some difficulty with this too, concentration. So Krishna, and he freaked out. You know what it means to freak out. And you know that term, freak out? It came from the hippies, you know, freaking out. Okay, so don't freak out. Krishna's saying, keep calm. And like in the Second World War, they say, keep calm and carry on. Okay? So don't get frantic. You're human. That's all. Don't worry too much about it. Continue on chanting in a positive and, let's say, detached frame of mind. Sometimes people come to me, because I'm a guy, guys come to me, especially young guys. Maharaj, I'm doing okay, but I just have problems with lust. And I go, yay, you're normal. I'm glad you're normal. So, you know, if you're fit and you're strong and you're healthy and wholesome, but you have desires, it's not a bad thing. You just have to know how to channel it. So the same thing with chanting. If it's going in strange directions, you know, bring it back under the control of sanity. That's all you do. It's a game. It's a little bit of a war. It's a good fight. Have a good fight. Enjoy the fight. Okay? No blood is required. Okay? Is that okay? Does it help out? Did I throw? You asked the first question. Haribol. I've got a few more flowers here. I wish they were samosas, but anyways. Mataji. Yes, you? Mike.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much for your most wonderful class. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus
Well,
feet.
please accept my humble obeisances too.
So Maharaj, you mentioned about distractions. So after
About distractions. Oh,
in
yeah.
the class. So when we go out in the outside world after temple for college or jobs, we have to take their association and how to give our association to them and how to remain like a lotus amidst them.
Well, stick to be like a lotus. Yes? Yeah. Be like a lotus. That's right. Exactly right. Stick to your guns. Stick to your values, your principles. You don't have to sway their way. You want to be strong enough that they'll be attracted to you. oh, you know, you're working at a firm, and they're going to have a wine and cheese party, okay? And you're going to go and attend because you're part of the, firm, and you want to be nice about it. You don't have to, but you be nice. Maybe you'll take the cheese, but you won't take the wine. So why don't you take some wine? Everyone's going to tease you. So, well, I don't believe in altering my consciousness. I've got my values, I've got my dignity that I'm upholding. So thank you very much, but I'm going to enjoy the cheese. Okay? I mean, just stick to your principles. That's all.
And how to remain Krishna conscious in such people, between such people?
In a Krishna conscious atmosphere?
Yes, how to remain Krishna conscious despite of being among these
Yes.
material people.
How do you stay Krishna conscious?
Yes.
Just remember your values. You remember Prabhupada. He didn't want us to do certain things. Remember your guru didn't want you to do certain things. Krishna doesn't want you to. Shastra doesn't want you to do things. Probably your mother and father don't want you to do those things. So there's a whole bunch of people around you, supporters, who don't want you to get involved in these, things that suck you in like a sponge, Just, stick to just be firm, like, here. I have 2 feet here. No. Okay?
Yes, thank you so much, Maharaj.
Yeah, just be like a warrior. That's all. By the way, here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hare.
Hare. You don't know the rest of the mantra?
The mic turned off at all.
The mic. Okay,
By mistake.
go ahead.
HareKrishna Maharaj ji, 𝗕𝗵𝗴. Maharaj ji, the lecture was so good. The kirtan you've done.
It's not a lecture, it's a class or it's a talk. Not
Class,
a lecture.
sorry.
I'm not a university professor. You have to call it a lecture.
Sorry, Maharaj. Maharaj ji, my question is, as you said that if someone gave you, told you about chanting, gave you the chanting and leaved you. So but being in the association, and because when we are in the association, you automatically start chanting a new being. But what to do when we are not in the association? Because not every time we get the association of devotees. So what to do in that?
Call your best devotee friend and just chant together. Everybody loves this, right? Oh, my baby. Just use it. Call someone who's going to lift up your spirits. That's what I do. I just call somebody. And somebody who I know is a positive thinker. Hey, I just need to talk to you for a minute. Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, I was chanting, and then I had these feelings. Or I just read about Krishna and Balaram was massaging Krishna's legs. So you just talk to somebody who's going to lift your spirits. This is what Arjuna did. Like Arjuna had a big choice. There were 640 million people there, but he went to one person. So be picky and choosy. Is that okay?
Yes.
Prabhu, this is very heavy on me. Can I just give it to you?
Hare Krishna.
Okay, do we have somebody else here?
Hare
Okay.
Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances.
Well, please accept my humble obeisances.
I just had a question about dreams that we get while sleeping. Many dreams, and does it affect our consciousness and in what way, and how to get rid of them?
Dreams, some dreams are very positive, many different kinds of dreams. I've never studied dreams. I'm not an expert in dreams. I'm not a dreaming guru. But I know that there's positive dreams and there's very negative dreams, right? So I had a positive dream last night, to be honest with you. I went to Vishal Nagar, right? And we got stuck in traffic. It's not new, and I looked at some of the garbage, And it stuck in my head. Of course, we saw a beautiful park, so clean, pristine. I said, that's the way all of India should look. The whole country will look like that. Yay! It would be so nice. So somehow or other, it stuck in my head, the trash. It was in my head. And I spent some time in my dream cleaning the garbage. Hare Krishna. So I thought that was a good one. I thought that was a good dream, right? I was doing some seva for the planet. Okay? So negative dreams, you know, what do you do about negative dreams? Well, wake up. Wake up and just realize it's not so much a part of you. It really isn't. Because when you're dreaming, that there's what's very active is ego, mind, perhaps some intelligence. It's very active at that time. Don't have to take it too seriously. In some cultures, they take their dreams so seriously, it almost guides them. You know, you have to be careful because it's like a Salvador Dali painting. Do you know what I mean by Salvador Dali? Because somebody look it up, Salvador Dali. He's an artist from the last century. You know him, right? Okay, like a clock is melting on the side of the table and all that. Like surreal things, you know? So when we dream, it's like Prabhupada explains, you see a mountain, and you see gold. So you dream about a golden mountain. You combine things together, but it may not be real. So I wouldn't take them too seriously. You know, I wouldn't take it too seriously. Just get back into japa. If you had a nightmare, you can shower, just clean things up. And Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, like that. Is that okay? Simple, practical stuff.
Rivo.
Hey, cricket. Okay.
Hare Krishna
Are we
Maharaj.
doing okay? Somebody has to tell me when we should stop.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Oh, Haribol. How are you
First of all-
doing?
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much.
Hi.
First of all, thank you so much for the way of your kirtan is so amazing.
Oh.
So I like kirtans. And I had one questions regarding you are talking about be a genuine and real. So in our situations, it is a very easy to, as a Shraddhaka level, we act, become a sincere and real, genuine. But while go out from the dealing with the materialistic peoples and while performing a conditions duty, so that time it's not come the genuinity is
Yeah.
and the real. So how can we show the genuinity?
Well, if you're doing business, sometimes you have to be a little bit cunning, isn't it? It's part of goes along with the territory, you know. And Prabhupada does speak about that a little bit, you know. You might say to a customer, oh, you know, I'll give it to you at my cost price, you know. But you know, there's a little slight fib there, you know. You know, you're making a little margin of profit there, you know. So, but that's Vaishyaism, right? You don't want to deal with people that like back at home, you know. You could be a lion on the chase, but a lamb at home. It's Prabhupada used that phrase, lion on the chase, but a lamb at home. So when you are out there in the business world, whatever, it could be labor, it could be corporate, you know, some or other you're dealing with challenging people and you have to play the game a little bit, you know, to survive. Survival is not an easy thing, but just be smart about it, you know, be very smart. And that's what I have to say on it. I think everyone should cultivate Brahminical qualities, even if you're in the world of business. Try to cultivate honesty, you know, the things that Krishna talks about. Kshancham, Kshantir Arjabam, Evacha, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikam, Brahma, Karma, Swabhavajam. 9 qualities that we should try to cultivate and use them as much as possible. So when it comes to, like say, gardening or pruning, you might be killing some plants. You're doing some sin, but it's to survive, What if you got a nice house and you got a tree, it's ready to fall over? You might have to bring down the tree. And somebody said, that's terrible to bring down the tree. Says, well, it's either the tree or me and my family. You have to use some, it takes a little bit of just intelligence, that's all. Is that okay? It's okay to use your intelligence in Krishna consciousness, Intelligence, professionalism / devotionalism. It's actually kind of a nice combination. It's a nice marriage. Is that okay? Okay. Let's see. Jai Ho. Now,
Hare Krishna Mataji here. Here on the Hare Krishna.
you're like the Virat Roop, the universal. So many heads.
Hare
and arms.
Krishna. Maharaj, I am very grateful for your talk and kirtan. So my question is that once you become Krishna consciousness, the lust convert into love. So there are six.
Once you become Krishna
consciousness, lust becomes love.
Oh, yes.
So whatever the rest five things, anger, greed, so acronym any, like lust into love, and what about the anger
Let's
into...
talk about anger for a bit. I don't know if we're going to go through all of them. So anger is, it's within us. It's pent up inside. But you don't release it. Okay?
Yes.
Only when you have to. Okay? Say like if someone's abusing a child, or someone's abusing a woman, beating a woman in the public. What are you going to do?
Can't do anything.
You won't do anything?
Stop.
What? You'll try to stop. You'll get angry.
Yes.
You might get angry. You stop that right now. Isn't it? That's what you do. And if he doesn't, then you'll get physical, right? So that's how you channel or dovetail anger. When people are angry, oh, I can't get my sense gratification. They get angry. They get either they haven't slept enough or they're just taking too many intoxicants and so on like that. And so they get angry. So, just you can use anger in a proper way. Hanuman was angry at Ravana and it was totally justified. Totally, 100%. Okay, we'll swing over this way. Should we do two more? Is that okay? Who's in charge around here other than Krishna? Two more, okay. So ma.
So my question is that there are rules in ISKCON that we...
There are rules in ISKCON that we follow.
So there are two ways people, devotees approach it. They go slowly, they gauge their strength, and they move ahead a little further. But there is a way where people come from the top level. And then, they start at that level, very high up there, and it's very hard for them to accept that that's not my level. And because I deal with more the girls and the Matachis, so it's always heard that, some are there at that level and they can follow it, but some are not there, and it's difficult for them as well as the family. So, and we don't talk so much about these things, especially in India.
Okay. So can you narrow it down
So we have these four regulative principles.
to an almond size? Okay.
So we have these four regulative principles.
Four regulative principles. Yes. I like to say it like Dracula.
And Prabhupada has many statements where he says you have to follow in this way. But he has given so many different ways one can at their own level. But when the person starts from the higher level, they cannot come down for many, many other reasons,
When a person comes on the high level, you're talking about practitioner?
From the highest standard, they can't come down because of whatever reason, They have that ego, or, they don't want to, lower down. But it's spiritually bypassing. And it's very harmful for the society as well as for the individual and for the family.
Okay, so I think it's important to say, be real. Be real.
They can't be real.
Okay, but if they can't be real, who's their guru? Krishna gives us an idea how we should climb, Shanai, Shanai. Slowly, gradually, make your way up there, Like who's Hanuman? Hanuman makes a big leap. Is any Hanuman? Do we have any? Wait, it's not possible. It's just not possible. So when it comes to the training, from the beginning, from the get-go, let's tell people, take it easy, take it nice and slow and easy. Don't try to do something that's beyond your expectations, that you can't maintain. I think it's what we have to tell people right in the beginning.
But now if it is not told, okay, I will make
If it's not told.
And they get married. And one is in one room and the other guy, the Mataji is in one room, the
Oh,
other
yeah.
is in the other room.
Calm.
And it's like...
Common, okay. Okay, on that level, there has to be, a communication between the two people, And they have to give consent. There has to be an agreement, right? And, when we say no illicit sex, because that's where we're going with this, I think, right? No illicit sex. Well, if you can reach the top, if the two can do that, but it doesn't usually happen, frankly. It hardly ever happens. It's just an illusion if you think it happens. So, and I know because, I never got married. I'm just an oddball Swami, But I hear from people, okay, the best thing, when we talk no illicit sex, be committed to your partner. It is your dharma. It is your duty to be loyal to your life partner. And whatever it takes to keep them happy so that the family stays together and the children don't suffer like anything. Because what's going to happen, the person who's superficially trying to resist will eventually soften up and then, let's say, go and look for someone else. Explore someone outside the marriage. That's not healthy. So better that the couple works things out together and try to satisfy each other. That's why you're together. Is that okay?
Thank you, Mother.
Yeah. So you're right. We don't talk about those things. We need counselors, husband and wife teams to counsel, to help young people, middle-aged people, whatever, to deal with these matters when they come up. Yeah. We have to be very careful not to have such high expectations sometimes. Okay? Is that okay? Yeah, okay. Good question. It's on people's
Krishna
minds.
Maharaj.
You're the last one.
How to identify... Hare Krishna Maharaj. How to identify a fake, humble person, and should we stay away from him or should we try to change him? Fake, humble person.
A fake humble person, how to identify a fake humble person. Well, you say one thing, you do the other. Oh, please, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. 𝗕𝗵𝗆𝗺𝗃 𝗕𝗵 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗃 chakshurmilitangina tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. You know what I'm talking about, right? It doesn't take much to detect someone who's got a problem in that area, But I don't think you have to spend time with such people if they're fake, You associate with genuine people. And the humble person will do humble acts. Be happy to clean the stool room. Be happy to, get his hands dirty. Right? That's a humble person. We need those kind of people. Good. So that you're the last person, right?
Hare Krishna. We'd like to thank Maharaj for his ecstatic kirtan, wonderful class, and absolutely amazing questions session. You can meet Maharaj personally also. We also have Maharaj's book, The Saffron Path, which has 50 chapters, which talks about Maharaj's wonderful journey across Canada as well as other places and US also. So how he met the beer and how he met these, roadside hooligans. So all these wonderful interactions, what happens on the road, they are all included in this in the form of 50 chapters, 50 interactions. You can have a copy of this. Maharaj personally signed it also. And we also have sweet distribution on the occasion of 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝘃 initiation today at the exit. When you go for prasad, you can have a sweet, then proceed. So let us thank Maharaj for being here with us by once loudly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Krishna.
So again, today evening we have class at 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝘃. Some of you wish you can travel. Maharaj traveled all the way from Canada to here, so you can travel to 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝘃 if you wish. And tomorrow morning at Sri 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝘃 Mandir, another wonderful session and kirtan and questions, everything packed up there. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Afternoon 11:30 there will be Marathi Bhagavad Gita class.
So we are pulling our children from school
Hare Krishna.
and we are traveling to US and India. So we will have
You can all have a copy of the book. Maharaj will personally sign it also for some time. The book table is here. So those of you who want to have a copy, please come, have a copy, get it signed and have Maharaj's blessings for you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We try to engage them in Krishna consciousness. They will do it. And we take care of that. So, yes.